Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I will show game between Magnus Carlsen and Andrey Esipenko. Magnus Carlsen is a white and of course Magnus Carlsen is one of the best chess players ever. He is a former world chess champion, but he was playing against young chess star, a rising chess star Andrey Esipenko. He is such a great, such a young and such a good, and he was able to make draw against Magnus Carlsen, and maybe this is the reason why it's good to watch this game, and I will show variation and I hope you will enjoy this video. So welcome here, and if you really like this video, feel free and press like and press follow and made my day. Thank you very much in advance, and now let's come back to watch this game. So nothing special. Say white has a strong center. C4 and D4 are the biggest reason why I believe that white has advantage. So it's up to black how he will attack this center. Maybe it's good move to attack right now by move c7, c5, or wait one more move and to play knight to d7 and then c5. So Andrey Esipenko is playing knight to d7, of course, with the aim to play move c5. So I'm sure that black is a little bit passive. The biggest advantage in black hands is that black is without any weaknesses. So he's absolutely solid without weaknesses, but he's a little bit passive and he's playing against world chess champion Magnus Carlsen. So this is really shaking position how black will play this position against great Magnus Carlsen. So Magnus Carlsen, of course, should play normal looking move knight to c3, but what is doing here bishop on d2? I think nothing. So this move should not be the best move at all, and Magnus Carlsen played move bishop to c3. Why? He believed that black will play move c5, and if yes, and white will take one day on c5, this line will be opened. So makes sense just to go there and to be ready in case black or white will open this line. So bishop to c3, it's an interesting move and makes sense. Of course, nothing to wait, and black is playing move c5. So center is under fire, and what to play? We have three options: to take on d5, to take on c5, or to keep center as it. So I think that both capture are weak moves. So for example, if now white is taking on d5, it's a mistake because of knight will take on d5 and bishop on c3 is under attack. And really, even I'm not Magnus Carlsen, I don't want to lose my bishop here. This position is exactly good position for two bishops, and I don't want to exchange my strong bishop on c3. So don't take on d5. Okay, what's happened if white is taking on c5? Watch knight on d7. This knight is doing exactly nothing, and right now is doing good job because he was improved. He took on c5, and e4 square say should be a little bit weak square, and knight from d7 is jumping to c5 and e4, and I'm not happy as well because black found it counterplay. So the best answer what to play here is knight to d2. Okay, of course, black has terrible bad bishop on c8. Black need to bring this bishop back to game, and the best move what to play is a simple move b6 and then bishop to b7. So b6, and next move is coming bishop to b7. Yes, maybe the biggest small weakness is e5 square. So if I will ask myself what is doing my knight on d2, say nothing. But maybe if one knight is going to e5 and this bad knight from d2 is going to f3, everything is okay. So Magnus Carlsen bring this knight to e5, and one more reason why this move is good is this g2 bishop. So now this g2 bishop is pressing black's position, and sounds to me that black is under pressure and Magnus Carlsen is happy. You know, white is Magnus Carlsen, and if I am black, I am shaking. I am under big pressure, I am passive and I am shaking. But Andrey Esipenko is not shaking at all. He is absolutely fine, and he is playing bishop to b7. Okay, Magnus Carlsen took on d7, and now we took on c5. So he's going first to change the center and what to play. Okay, maybe Andrei should take by a bishop, but this sounds to me a little bit dangerous, because white should take on f6. Okay, but another move makes sense. Knight to e4, and black is under big pressure. Okay, don't take this knight. So this piece and this pawn is under attack. So say bishop to e7. And yes, I think that this position is not healthy at all for black. It's a danger position, you know, it's a danger position, and here I'm sure that Magnus Carlsen should find good options how to play this position for win. It's not a good idea to play a risky position. So to take by a bishop is bad. So it's okay to take by a b pawn, but maybe in the endgame this pawn on a7 is the first weakness. I know it's nothing terrible big, but it's a small weakness. So Magnus took one more time, and maybe what's going on if black is taking by a knight. Yes, I think right now black has got two weaknesses, and this is a bad position against great Magnus Carlsen, because where Magnus Carlsen is strongest, I believe, in the endgame, and two weaknesses against Magnus is nearly lost. So let's come back and just take by the right way, by the pawn. So it's okay to play e3, because the big threat of course here is d4. So e3 makes sense, and for example rook to b8 looks to me that is okay, because at least small pressure to b2 pawn, but against one more pressure to this rook, and at the end this move doesn't make sense at all. So let's come back, and of course let's play Andrei better moves, and he played rook to d8. Okay, maybe it's a threat to play d4, and yes, I think that black is happy. Okay, small pawn weaknesses, but strong counterplay. So rook to e1. I like move maybe bishop to a5. And now come back, and nothing happened. For this reason, after move rook to e1, Andrei played move a5, and he stopped forever this maybe not a nice move bishop to a5. I like move to go to e2 and to c1 and knight to f3 and just wait. I think that this position is still okay for white. Knight to e5 is a small threat, and two bishops are waiting for next coming moves. I think that black's pawn structure is a little bit weak, and this should be a good position for Magnus Carlsen. But Magnus Carlsen played something different, and he took on f6. Okay, he's going to exchange his strong piece for a knight. For me, a small surprise, and black is taking. So right now I am not happy with the white's position, but okay, maybe makes sense to go to c2, but then c4, and I'm really shaking of these two pieces. Bishop to b7 and bishop on f6 are strong pieces. Okay, maybe pawn, but this position I think is with huge compensation for pawn for black, and black is absolutely happy, and maybe here black is playing for win. What do you think about this position? Maybe it's still not bad for white. Of course, Magnus Carlsen is great and maybe he should hold this position, but I believe in 2 bishops in the open positions here, and I think this was an interesting option for black. But Magnus Carlsen saw it and he played more active move, rook to c1. Okay, black played to b5. Maybe it's not bad at all to play move b3. But I'm sure that this position still is okay for black's 2 bishops, and I'm not really happy with white position, and I think here should be good for white, for Magnus Carlsen to make a draw. I still like a little bit more black's position. 2 bishops, d5, c5 pawns are in the center and they are not weak. So, say I found it nice variation. Maybe you will be happy to watch this variation here after move d4, one exchange, and a3. Looks like black is losing pawn. Don't worry, this is only variation, but I like it. You know, chess is a beautiful game and sometimes we can find something interesting even in draw game. So, one exchange, another pawn, and 2 pawns for a piece. What do you think about this position? It still is risky, and maybe black is better or white is better. I think nearly equal, but at least this is an interesting position at all. You know, one mistake and white is losing, but white is Magnus Carlsen and he's not making mistakes. So let's come back, and here Magnus Carlsen playing queen to b3, and this move is nearly over for draw. One exchange, okay, 1 pawn, another pawn, and here's draw. Both players was happy to agree draw, and we are at the end of this game. So what we saw? I think we saw good game of Andrey Esipenko. 2 bishops at the end, maybe small edge, and Magnus Carlsen was happy to make a draw, even he was white. So tomorrow Magnus Carlsen has a black, and I will be surprised what he will play against young Andrey Esipenko, and show must go on. So tomorrow let's see what will happen. So I hope that you saw something interesting. You saw games between former world chess champion against the chess rising star Andrey Esipenko, and right now it was draw. Tomorrow we will see who is stronger. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So feel free and press like and press follow and made my day. So see you tomorrow. Thank you and bye bye.